And also,
we
it's just as
disagree
well.
on
It's
this
just as,
heavily.
it's also
Okay.
it's also just as.
I brought him up.
Sorry, what's up?
Hey man, so I didn't bring you up at all. What is this about?
No. I was just asking about your thoughts on that harassment of Ethan Klein. You know, I'm also somebody who is a somewhat decent-sized public figure that also faced the same level of unhinged harassment. You know, it's just weird to me that when I'm watching you talk with Hutch, it's always like it's always interesting to me that, you know, Ethan is like the big aggressor and, you know, he should just kind of take it, as opposed to the people that have, you know, covered him, graciously not even disowned the idea of like the CPS call to his house, right? Anything of that nature. Or if outright pretty much insinuated that he's been fucking, delinquent towards taking care of his children, right? Which is a pretty huge claim to make. I mean, Hutch didn't cover this, but saying that Ethan Klein is, you know, into drugs, for instance, right? Like you do realize how that could really go against you in a court of law. Like now that you're the CP.
They've just gotten really lucky. I actually think that fortune is when you combine opportunity and luck, okay? And I think a lot of content creators has reached their fortune because there was a good opportunity back in the day. And yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people really, they just started early. Like how many amazing content creators started recently, right? How many?
Yes, has a file on you. You know, they probably think.
Who said what about drugs? You talking about me now?
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that Denim's, like, you know, Hassan-esque community on Twitter, right? That have been pushing the idea of Ethan's on drugs. He's on this cocaine. I mean, that alone can probably
all I
have
have to
the cops
say
look into you.
is in regards to, I have the same thing that I have to say to Hutch, is that like in terms of all of the harassment that he has received, some of it is totally beyond the pale, and I don't like.
Yeah, but like which parts specifically? Because anyone can really just say, "Oh, some parts of it is beyond the pale," but like which part specifically is beyond the pale?
Like I'm
okay, but like if somebody involved the CPS on my family,
everybody you know, whether you're a piece of shit or you're a great guy on YouTube, like I assign it.
What do you mean? Am I a piece of shit or a great guy on YouTube? What?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying that like regardless of one's character, I think that people should be treated the same. But when it comes to Ethan, it's just not even comparable. The amount of targeted harassment that he and his community has done to others compared to what he has received, and like there's just like an insane.
Yeah, but where did it begin? What was the timeline? I'm sure you're familiar with the timeline. Where did it begin? Was it him initiating it, or was it him unfollowing somebody from that community that started to, you know?
Look, all I know is that at some point, dude, every single time there's some kind of big drama happening, it's always like drama happens, and then 3 weeks later, Mutahar makes a video off of it, like, and he just farms all the money combined, more than anyone else in the space combined, basically. It's crazy. I feel like Mutahar is pretty reasonable. I don't know if Post-Lop is in his wheelhouse. I don't know. He doesn't go over that usually, I think. However, I think the appeal is beginning to really come forward, right? Because right now, drama slop is pretty slow these days, okay? There's not much happening in terms of drama slop other than Ethan Klein and Destiny. So what happens instead is people are a little bit more tempted to get into politics, which I understand, okay? You want to make a little change, and if you don't adapt, you're dead, okay? I mean, this is part of the reason why, like, Papa Guts has made a transition to politics recently as well, right? Wouldn't that be most critical? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Although, by the way, if you're big enough, then you don't have to make any transition, okay? Like, if you're big enough, you don't have to change, all right? Because Yeah, because you're considered YouTube gold, right? You're considered YouTube royalty. Yeah.
Push the snowball
I don't.
initially.
How things started is just like I think like a. Really
I mean, I think how things begin is
I think
important,
that's a
right?
really reductive and like big.
Moist is not covering this drawing as two NPC takes. You know what's the funniest thing about Moist Critical is because he has friends with very strong political opinions. He has friends with that, but he himself is a little bit of a coward. When it comes to stuff like this, just see how he got blown out in the debate versus Sneeko, right? When because on his podcast, okay, that is now dead. On his once alive podcast, his co-hosts began to blast Destiny about how Destiny made the firefighter comment, and then Moist Critical just looked like the most uncomfortable that he has ever been, all right, because he clearly doesn't want to mess with Destiny, right? He clearly doesn't want to touch that zone, so he just let his friends just say whatever they want, and he himself is like just shuffling around really awkwardly. He clearly knows everything that's happening, but he clearly doesn't want to get into it because it will affect his popularity, his income, and the way that he looks like Jesus to the internet, you know?
Baby brain way to look at things.
How things begin is how you can understand the context of where things have led up to.
Well, at the beginning of things, he was also putting out stuff out there that people legitimately had good reason to think was, I mean, it was Islamophobic stuff. Some of the things that he said. Now, I kind of
what was Islamophobic?
Like his reaction to fucking the
come on, what was
from the river to the sea.
Yeah, I mean that thing. What is so weird about it? I'm a Muslim, by the way, too, a practicing one, a pretty devout Muslim.
I understand. Yeah. I mean, it's just like I mean,
it's funny because everyone in this community of yours calls me an Uncle Tom. So,
when did I call you an Uncle Tom?
Not you, but from that community, that denim-sided community. I'm just some weird Uncle Tom. That's a weird Zionist. My wife's a Nazi, so you know. You can imagine why I'm a little heated about this.
Well, you got to let me. If you ask me a question, you got to let me.
Sure. Okay. Answer.
So when it comes to from the river to the sea, that is absolutely a very benign call for peace.
Is it a benign call?
It's not a call for peace. Oh my God.
Right now, we are at a place where and actually we were at this place from the beginning where like people like the ADL and fucking Stop Anti-Semitism and whatnot, they are talking about just saying free Palestine in itself is this like call to like I think fucking Netanyahu said it as well, said that it's basically like the new Heil Hitler. Well, the same people who are obsessing and kind of like trying to like what's the word, tone police people with the whole from the river to the sea thing. It's the same thing. It's just kind of like basically people draw a line at a they will mistake something that is totally 100% like just a well maybe like
a benign call for peace.
Like I understand the I'm sorry, I'm getting a little like a little cracked out here. Sorry, I'm but my point is that it is there's nothing wrong with that. And
a benign call for peace.
Okay, but do you agree that things have context, right? You do.
So what Lonerbox is referring to, okay, because in Arabic, from the river to the sea, I'm pretty sure in Arabic it's like they're like it implies that Israel must be destroyed, right? Or there's some like actual anti-Semitic message there. I'm pretty sure that's why I know.
I've never talked on stream this long, and so
obviously if you say from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, that in of itself is not that bad. I think most people who say that phrase, they don't realize like what you imply there when you're saying it to like an Islamic person, right? Because to an Islamic person, if they're saying the same thing, it does imply that you're destroying Israel. Right?
So
That's fair.
I mean, yeah, but you understand context.
Can I
is
just
the
say
thing,
this real
right?
quick, Mutahar? If I continue to kind of like, because there is a point sometimes where I just like tap out of conversations, and meaning like
Okay, so you have ADHD.
I cannot have like I just start
Get me back
stuttering
in.
like that.
A benign call
So
for peace.
if that's the way it's going to be for me, like we'll talk a little bit longer. But if that's the way it is for me, I'm going to have to bow out, and I'd love to talk to you again in the future.
Actually,
Can we do that?
fucking
If
brain
like
rot,
I kind of
Why is he
if that's
running?
the case, because I want to have this conversation when I am capable of like giving you.
I mean, I just don't know what conversation we could really have. It's like, okay, I asked you, it's like, what does context make any sense? You brought up the river to the sea, right? Like, yeah,
I mean,
sure, obviously one could.
I'm saying that's one thing where, and
Benign
then
Well, okay, well,
Why
let's
is it
focus on that one
Islamophobic?
thing. Let's just focus on
Okay,
that
sure.
one thing really quickly, okay? From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Now, I have personally never been against the freedom of Palestinians. In fact, if you ask me, I think that as Hamas is a designated terror organization, and I believe they should be, as should the IDF. As a Canadian, I don't know why we don't designate both of them. That makes no sense to me.
Wow. The most middle of the road take. Who would have guessed this from Mutahar of all people? Oh my gosh. Doesn't Mutahar usually give like the hottest takes ever, dude?
The IDF has done far more in aggression to the Palestinian people in this response to whatever they want to call it, counterterrorism or fighting against the Hamas individuals. It makes no fucking sense to me. But let's be real. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Where does this chant originate? Who is kind of pushing this, right? If we're
PLO,
looking
right?
at the broader
no,
context between if we're looking at the broader context,
Avi Schleim, Jewish Voice for Peace.
Jewish Voice for Peace. Hey,
basically what you're doing.
Get your Jews up.
By
Get the human shields. Get them. Get all the Jews. Get all the Jewish
Mutahar fell off since his post-Nux clarity. Wonderfully put.
shields.
Wait, but hold on. I let
Definitely
you
not
speak.
the
I let you
definitely not the
speak.
people who
Let me
spearhead it.
speak
Definitely not
here.
that.
I let you speak. I let you speak.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
this? What does this phrase mean? Does it mean the complete like disestablishment of the Israeli people? Where are those Jews going to go? What's going to happen to
It
them?
means, dude, it means that from
Fuck, I need to
the
get
river
in.
to the sea,
I need to get
that
in.
Palestine will be free. That's free for everybody. That's
Okay.
like that's
Like you can buy it at the store for $0. Is there like a discount or something? Like by free, do you mean like because here's the thing, okay, maybe it's like my own biases or something, but whenever somebody says like free the slaves, I'm just thinking like, dude, free slaves? Dude, fucking based.
like
Now, what about the history of Jews in that area, Middle Eastern Jews? How about how have they been dealing? How have they been dealt with in Islamic countries?
I need to go into the
this is-
Have they felt the same freedoms?
Look. This conversation is the exact same as fucking like white, just like.
By the way,
White.
this is a phrase
White
that the Norm
people
Finkelstein was
who have a
criticized.
problem with Black Lives Matter, thinking
I
that,
don't have a
that
problem
Black
with Black
Lives
Lives
Matter
Matter.
is
It's gonna take away from whites.
No, it's exactly that. And
It's
you're just
not
like,
even equivalent at all. We're not
It-
looking at
it
the broader
absolutely
context of
is.
anything. We're not looking at the broader
absolutely is.
context
What
of
you're
this.
doing, like
If
literally
you dissolve the Jewish
Mutahar not equipped for this. Mutahar is
Let
not
me
equipped
just
for
say this,
this.
okay, Mutahar. Every
just asking.
person.
Just one
who
question. Just one
is,
question. Where's
like,
Mutahar? I need to
genuinely
fucking
an activist on behalf of
I'm gonna go
Palestine.
with
People who are not just activists, but extremely
Can he give him some leeway? True.
influential voices, like your Avi Schleims, like all of you name it. If you talk about someone who is central to who is a voice who is out there, either in America or beyond, who is advocating for the cause, they are using that term. So what you are doing is that you are saying all of these people who are, there's no fucking way that you can tell me that these people are like actually trying to like suck Hamas's dick or whatever.
Yep.
That the entire pretty much the entire the entire sorry, this is like where my brain is kind of tapping out. But
no, I think what Mutahar
movement is doing it, the entire movement is doing it wrong. But you've got it right. But these people who have all these
you guys have, this movement has fucking failed at every objective that they've had since the dawn of time. I don't know what. Yeah, it's probably time we got to change this shit.
No. Do you think that the people online on like the Hassan side are the entire movement? Do you think like anytime we criticize people for having shitty?
I'm saying, like if you go to like there's not a
Hamas is literally gay. They kill gay people. Look, if you're somebody who likes Asmongold, chances are you're probably like Hamas. Okay, they share a lot of the same principles.
rally that you would go to from Europe to Australia to South America to here that you will not see versions of that. And,
okay, so what is your end goal with this? What is your end goal with this? What do you want?
It's an incredible.
What do you want? What do you want to happen in the Middle East right now? What do you want? What is your perfect goal? What do you want to happen?
You'll probably say like one state solution.
Should the Israeli government completely dissolve its borders?
I did not know. This is like so like going all over the place. I thought that you were.
Bro, I'm asking you what the solution is. Do you want the government to be dissolved in Israel? Do you want their borders to be gone, the government gone, all of it just suddenly become Palestine? Do you want that to be? I
want whatever elements of the Israeli government that kind of. Whatever elements of the Israeli government that kind of enforce, you know what, dude, like.
Is he even lucid right now? Like, is he okay? Can we just like, can we get like a alcohol check? Like can we get a breathalyzer just to make sure he's not like drunk or anything? Like,
he doesn't know what he wants. Like, he doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what he wants for the conflict.
Wars has Israel went against with Arab countries?
He doesn't know what he wants for the conflict. How can you not know? This is what you've been talking about for 20 months. It's your entire fucking identity on Twitter. You don't even know what you want. You don't even know what you want to happen. Oh my.
He literally admitted that he was coked out. I know. What? Dude. How are lefties ever gonna recover from this? Holy shit. Dude, how do you lose a debate against Mutahar of all people? This guy is so cringe. Mutahar is so cringe, but how do you lose a debate against Mutahar? What the fuck? And Mutahar himself like admits that he doesn't know shit about the conflict. Like he himself doesn't like says that, yeah, you know what? I don't know jack shit about this.
It's all about, as I keep telling you guys, it's not about helping Palestinians. It's about shitting on Israel. That's it. And people think that by shitting on Israel, they're helping Palestinians. They're not. He doesn't even know what he fucking wants. He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what he wants to happen to the... Sorry.
Totally have... Wow. Let's pick up this conversation another time.
What pick up the conversation? You're not answering the most basic question. What is your goal? Like, okay, if you believe in this cause so much, what is your solution?
I'm not... Look, dude.
How can you not know what he wants? Oh my God.
I'm someone who, like, has... Like, I've been battling a fucked up...
You know what my solution is?
Yeah, the only thing he's battling is his ability to become sober. Dude, that's the only thing he's battling. Dude, his battle is with the lack of sleep.
Okay? You know what my solution is? I can answer this right off. Why? Oh, so you don't care about solutions? You don't care about the solution? My solution is I think Muslim countries that have the capacity to deal with it should entertain working with the Israeli government and dealing with these actual dictators, dealing with the
as soon as we're not talking about
with bad parties, making it safer.
Look, dude. This is serious, okay?
As soon as we're not talking about what video
he's serious, guys. He's serious.
Once he gets his words back.
Oh my God, dude, I'm crying.
It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, I know it's serious. There's people dying. This is not a game to me, okay? There are children.
So you have like a solution, right, for the entire conflict? No.
There are fucking men, there are women dying. That is a serious case to me. I don't fucking hear any solutions from your side.
Again, if you want to talk to me,
really? Oh,
now
that sounds
you're just taking a
horrible.
really, compared to the bullshit that you put out on the internet, the sort
What is the most popular Palestinian faction that says from the river to the sea? What is the most popular faction that says that? Tell me.
Where do you get that question from? What's the most popular faction that says rivers of the sea? Oh, that's a good question, Mutahar. It's Hamas, by the way.
What is the most popular faction in the Middle East, in Palestine, that says from the river to the sea?
about this shit when I am like
No.
Good question,
You should have a
Mutahar.
basic understanding. I'm a fucking computer engineer. You gotta still know. What is the most popular faction in Palestine that says
Okay, all right, dude. You got fed questions by Lonerbox. Don't say that you're a computer engineer because you got fed questions by Lonerbox, dude. God, Mutahar is so cringe, dude. Mutahar is still so cringe. What the fuck, dude? You got fed questions by Lonerbox, and you're like, I'm a computer engineer. Don't you do?
from the river to the sea? Tell me right
bro,
now.
we're done.
What is the most popular?
I told you.
What is the most popular faction?
Asshole.
It's a good
One,
question.
it's a simple
That's a
answer.
really good
Okay,
question.
we're
It's
going
a
on
strong
right,
one.
okay, I'm the
It's
asshole,
my
but I'm
guy.
asking you a simple
Yeah.
question. What is it?
I told you, I went
What?
into this, you fucking idiot.
You're not
What
able to make a
is-
basic fucking answer.
I went into this saying that
Okay.
I had already reached a point of kind of exhaustion. And the thing is that, like, that's a real thing with me because
I have to work for a living. You think I'm not exhausted either? What the fuck?
Dude,
What is the most popular Palestinian faction that says from the river to the sea?
Can you just fucking terminate this so I can explain? Like, if you want to talk another time, it's
Terminate
fine to
him.
talk to you, but it
Terminate
has to be
this
at a time
Muslim.
when I'm like,
You can't answer the most basic questions. What the fuck do you think I want to waste my time
hours of
talking to you?
talking when I am someone who has like
How the hell is Mutahar losing an argument to this half-lucid corpse? You're right. The louder you yell and the more spastic you are, the more you're winning the argument, okay?
It's Hamas, by the way. It's Hamas, by the way. That's the answer. Okay.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard
Hey.
you.
What does Hamas mean when they say it?
Hutch, what
You've
the
seen
fuck
their
are you
flag.
doing? Can you please terminate this?
Asking a basic.
Listen, I don't want to force the conversation if it doesn't. If both parties don't
Absolutely
want to.
fucking
But,
obliterated.
I'm more than
Holy
happy to talk to you
shit.
another time, Mutahar. But the thing is that I have to do it when, like I have, like.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask you. Before we end this, obviously you're tired.
Wait, did he call him
Do you
beefcake?
think I was asking you a really difficult question there? Do you think I was trying to do a gotcha to you? Do you
I
honestly
don't
think
even know
so?
what question you're talking about because I was speaking.
Okay. Hold on. Can
Okay,
you
let's
listen
do it.
Can you listen to my question? Just in peace. I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna say it very, very slowly.
All right,
Ready?
go ahead. I'll chill out and
Okay,
I'll
ready?
just like
Okay.
say my
All
point.
right. Let's redo it. Let's bring it on. Okay. What is the most popular Palestinian faction currently that says from the river to the sea?
Okay, it is not Hamas. Like
Who is
Hamas, like people all over the fucking earth say that, and like so.
But it matters what the people in the region think.
Palestine says it. I didn't say the world.
Stop this
You just
bullshit
did
of continuing to ram through. I shouldn't have even started this to begin with. This is what I have to say. Okay, I genuinely have health issues. Okay, like health issues.
Why do
New debate tech just dropped. Just say you have health issues. Guys, this is genius. All right, if you're ever fumbling a debate, just say you have health issues. Oh shit, I just got diagnosed with stage 4 rectal cancer. Answer the question. Oh!
too, bro? It's part of life.
Make talking at this length. I thought that this was going to be a like 2 to 3 hour conversation with Hutch, which I was prepared to talk about.
To be fair,
and this is the thing. What we're talking about is.
Bisha, I'm sorry to say you have erectile dysfunction. I actually do have. Actually, I don't think I have erectile dysfunction. I don't have erectile dysfunction, actually. Last time I checked.
Very important, and I'm not going to have a conversation. I am not in a place where I can do the conversation
okay, all right.
having.
We can pick it. We can listen.
Proof? Yeah, it's somewhere here. How's this for proof? Okay, I'm kidding.
You haven't eaten any food. I get it. I'm fucking hungry too. We can pick this conversation up another time. I didn't want to force anything. I did ask you for permission if you wanted to speak to both people. I didn't mean to dump anything on you, just to be clear. But like, if you want to break and call it there, we can do that.
Totally fine. I asked you to bring him in.
By the way.
So like I'm not saying that you like I don't think that you were kind of I don't know like just being
Well, I thought you were a girl. I'm not.
a dick by letting these people in. I said let's go ahead and do it. But
When did I say
let's just
that?
pick it up another time. Let's.
Conversation that I had with Mutahar and other things. I mean, it's exactly like I was telling you. In general, one, I should have just kind of like ducked out after about like 4 hours because like
They've been talking
Well, it's never too late to duck out now. Like, just duck out right now.
for
basically
4 hours. Holy
yeah,
shit!
It's okay. Let's call it there. Let's call it there. Let's both go get some food. It's all good,
So
and we can
you
pick.
and I will talk about Ethan at another point in time.
Okay.
And if Mutahar wants to have a conversation about that,
See, now, what you've done is that you made me tired. I'm tired, Steven. I'm tired, Destiny. See, what you've done is that you made me tired now.
I will resume it with him at a time when
Also, he literally looks like that Peter guy too, right? Peter Coffin. He literally looks like Peter Coffin. Like, fuck. Like, he literally looks like Peter Coffin, of all people. Holy shit.
and my brain is not like just
I got you. I understand. It's
fucking Swiss cheese.
it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mood. I don't know if you wanted to stick around and talk a
Oh my
little bit longer,
God.
but yeah, it's fine.
I just think it's insane. Like, okay, I asked the most basic questions. I gotta dip out, bro. I'm easy to dunk on Twitter. I've seen you try to do that to me. I've seen you fucking like actually have a conversation. I ask one simple question, and now it's like delay it. Like, what the fuck, dude? This is why nobody takes this fucking side seriously at all. Like, honest to God, this whole thing is a
No,
fucking clown show.
dude.
What?
Yeah, I mean, like, if they can't answer the question, you can just do victory laps at this point, right? I mean, in the debate space, this is what you call, like, trolling or doing victory laps, because it's like, at this point, you know, the debate is already over, and you're just, like, shitting on them now. You've earned the right to shit on them, because they can't do anything at this point, so yeah.
Do you like obviously this is like you just a moment ago were talking about how important this situation is. I want to have a conversation of this
Dude,
gravity.
okay, do you think I would have a better time talking to you or a brick wall, honestly? Do you think I'd have a better conversation with you or ChatGPT?
Yes, absolutely, 100 fucking
Honest to
percent.
God, I think I would probably have a better chance talking to ChatGPT.
Oh my god!
I think talking to you is like talking to a
so now
fucking
you're
child.
ducking out. Okay,
Nah, dude, okay, fuck it. Mutahar is killing him, dude. It's over.
so am I
Oh,
right
you're running.
here?
Tell
Am
him
I
he's
ducking
running.
out,
Now
really?
ducking
Am I
out of
ducking
having a
out?
conversation with me,
Bro, you
when I'm
haven't
prepared,
presented yourself.
when
You haven't
I'm
presented.
actually not in,
I
like,
didn't ask you an unprepared question. I'm just saying this is not worth my time. Okay, maybe if you were like a Hassan Piker, I might consider it. But honestly, this is just such a waste. Like, you're not doing anything to really fucking. You're not bringing the intellectual like capacity here. You know, like at all.
That's why I'm
Bro, I don't know why, like, fucking Walmart Peter Coffin here, like, even decided to debate this while high or drunk. Like, he's clearly not lucid right now, right? Like, this guy is clearly not lucid right now. Like clearly he is either high or drunk or both, okay? Like, the way that he's talking about things and the way that he's, like, going on about things, like, I don't think it's just tiredness. I think he's just, like, legitimately affected by something, like a substance.
saying that I can't fucking talk right.
K-Boy defended this too and tried to call me out in comments on his videos, lol. Queeman? Queeman defended who? Who did he defend?
Right now, if that's why I want to talk to you at another time, because I would be able to bring that. I am not having this conversation with you because I can't bring that.
So hold
right
on,
now,
hold on. I have a
because
bit of time out of my day. I talk to you and then you duck out, and now I have to be fucking pursuant to this conversation later.
I
Really?
said, dude, I said to you from the beginning, I will continue this. Like before you even fucking came in, you like dipshit.
What? Pause? What did he say? Can we get a repeat on that?
I will continue this. Like before you even fucking came in, you
Before he even fucking came in you? Before you even... Before...
You like
Okay.
dipshit, you manipulative asshole.
I'm manipulative? What did I do? Hey, hold on, what did I do?
Bring you in, but that like I
Jesus
probably
Christ.
was tapped out, and that I
My
would not.
God.
He said Mutahar ambush Vadim. Yeah, that's retarded because, like, that side of the internet like ambushes people all the time, right? This entire thing of pulling people in, ambushing your ops, right? Like that happens literally all the time. So I don't even, yeah, I don't even know why that's a complaint. I don't even know why like ambushing is a complaint when that side of the internet does that all the time for content. But
You're like
then,
a
and then when you
fucking
got
woman,
here,
dude.
then when you
Not a
fucking
woman.
got
Oh,
here,
no.
I said like, look,
Not a woman.
If this is the way that it goes,
Not
I'm
a
gonna.
not a woman.
Okay, real quick show moment. Guys, okay? There are 40 of you guys here watching right now. Thank you so much, okay? But there's only 17 likes. All right, let's bump up these likes a little bit. Okay, let's bump up that likes just a little bit, okay? I appreciate you guys being here, all right? Remember to join my Discord server, all right? We're trying to make the general chat more active when I'm not streaming, all right? And finally, okay, if you guys want to support me, if you guys want to support my content, all right, check out aura.com/foodshops. All right, that's my sponsor. All right, get your data protected, okay? You may not be able to protect your virginity, all right? However, you're able to protect your personal information, all right? So please consider signing up. I would love to, you know, I would appreciate that very much, okay? It's one of the best ways to support me, okay? So just go down to the link below, all right, in my description. It's not hard to find. And in addition, all right, also keep in mind, you can always support me with a super chat, all right, or with a dono, or with any kind of, or with a paid membership, okay? And yeah, that's always a good way to get me to cover more content that you like. Remember, I always cover I always cover content that people have posted in the Discord server. So if you want me to cover very specific things, I always listen to these people, all right? And yeah, listen, I am for the people, all right? I am for the viewers, okay? All right? That's all I am, okay? Thank you.
I'm sorry.
How long have you been talking about Israel and Palestine for before me? Was it, how many months was it? How many months were you talking about this?
Oh no.
I will support the stream, but I'm too tired. No need, okay? It's okay. This is why watching this is free, okay? I'm just asking for your patronage, all right? That's it.
Like from the get-go, dude. Like,
Okay, so from the get-go, but you can't spend an extra 20 minutes talking to me on those basic questions
no,
when you get
because
caught up.
again, I like want to talk. What you want to do here is that you want a conversation when my brain.
I asked you basic questions and you couldn't answer
advantage of that. You already have
taken
But
advantage.
If you yes, like I've told you.
Man, I'm sorry. I asked you a basic question. That's taking advantage.
Dude, do you like actually like understand?
Just drink a martini, shaken not stirred.
Join the Gawk Squad.
Thank you so much, Dio. I appreciate the $2. Wait, holy shit! Yo! I'm pretty sure this is Rat's first donation. Holy crap! Thank you for dropping a 5. I'm a guy.
What? Fuck.
Rat! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Holy shit. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Guys, can we get a W rat? Can we get a W rat in the chat right now? Can we get a W rat in the chat? Get a W. Put a W. Put a W rat. Okay, let's... Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Did you say W rat to yourself? Nice. Good one, dude. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah. Also, thank you, Dio, as well. All right?
Understand that sometimes people like I have
Timothy
a disability.
I understand when people are disingenuous like you, and when they're caught in lies, they have to stammer like bitches and then fucking back out of a conversation. That's what I understand. I understand when somebody can't understand the word retraction.
You don't know shit.
When you don't understand, when you don't know the definition of what a retraction is, I can figure out your intellectual capacity.
I spend my retirement money shitposting on Shops chat. The haste. Join the Discord server for more shitposting.
Guy, dude, and so I can so I can say go fuck yourself,
get
dude.
this Muslim out.
Like if you want to have a conversation with me at a time when I'm prepared to have it, you'll fucking lose. I promise. All right,
He's gonna take it.
Oh, he's so scary.
Yeah, the Jedi mind tricks. I'm so fucking scared of them. Ooh.
Let's just call Hard out. Let's just call Hard out. Vadim, it's all good. Go get some food.
Say something. I need you to get rid of him, and then I'm gonna say something, and then we'll do that.
Yeah, Hutch. Don't worry, Hutch. I'll leave. Okay, he needs the hug box. Okay.
All right.
I'll leave.
I'll talk to you.
Dude, he's, oh my god, he's
Later,
good.
brother.
Having me on, brother.
Box.
All right. Yeah, let's give you the final. We need to get some food in you, brother, because
Yeah. No. I
Hutch is much more.
like I.
amenable
to be
than
clear,
I
I just want to say I'm conscious about like not bringing shit on people. I was very deliberate when I asked you to bring people on. I would not have insisted if you said no.
Dude, isn't it good for your career if you debate Mutahar? Like you're debating somebody with more than 3 million subscribers. It's like objectively good for your career. Anybody would be begging for an opportunity to debate Mutahar, right? Like the fact that he's even scared shows that he's so not confident in whatever he's talking about to the point where he doesn't even want to engage in something that's really positive for his career. The thing that he's making money off from, right? It shows that you're not actually willing to stand on anything, right? And by the way, this is why this space is so like cutthroat, okay? Because you do have to defeat other people in order to elevate your career, right? At times, right? Whenever it's necessary. Which is why it's such a cutthroat space, which is why there's a lot of backstabbing and gay ops and shit like that. But like, but yeah, I mean, like anyone would die for this opportunity.
I would have been fine.
A lot of things that you said over the course of this conversation.
Literally,
Zero
yeah.
problem with you bringing those people in.
Okay, all right.
Those bastards.
I asked for it. I know that it kind of like probably like.
If I ever somehow get to debate Mutahar right in the middle of the debate, I'm going to make a remark about him putting his tree. Oh, well, that's a little extreme, but
It looks really fucking bad because my brain is like bent. But like I just want to say this, like when it comes to like what Mutahar, like I
That's also why people stop debating when they make it big. Yeah, because they became the prey. All right, it's because the hunter becomes the prey. That's why.
I don't know. I should not have like allowed the guy in because it was just like.
Man, I actually feel bad for
My
him.
point is that
I feel
man,
bad
I get
for him
really frazzled
because
when
it's like
I am.
Bro, are we sure this guy's not related to Peter Coffin? Because he has to be. Vadim has to be Peter Coffin with the rebrand, right? He looks so much like him. He sounds like him a little bit. Well, Peter Coffin has more of a flamboyant voice, so. But like, everything about this guy is just like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm whatever. Oh my god. And I'm fucking Nancy Drew, okay? Jesus.
If you go to my
kinda-
my YouTube page, you can see I have multiple videos. In fact, the last video that I did was like
That's Peter Coffin's
2 years ago, talking about an insane, like it's not really even a sleep problem. It's kind of like a cross between insomnia and
Oh my god, dude, go. This is a skill issue, okay? If you don't go to the doctor to fix your issues, this is a skill issue. But no one ever brings up their health issues in the middle of a debate because they're losing, okay? Nobody ever goes, oh, well, I guess I'm losing this debate. Oh, did you know I have stage 4 brain cancer? This is why I couldn't perform this debate very well, okay? It's because I have stage 4 brain cancer, all right? Dude, what the dude, when was the last time you've heard anything like that?
like I get God.
You haven't.
Bro has insomnia and he's acting coked out. No, he's coked out and he's choking himself out. He's like, dude, this is like if it's a boxing match. If it's like a boxing match and then he just like starts punching himself, right? It's like Crater Clash and he starts like punching his own face and then he knocks himself out. Like that's literally what's going on right
Do you
now.
have insurance?
I can't talk.
You have insurance?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I do, but it's
Dude, bro is literally asking for an intervention from his debate opponents, dude.
it hasn't been helpful.
What?
Like
Gotta be sleep aids to help
had
you
a
with
really
that.
Difficult time getting it.
I just don't know why.
Bro, I would never ever debate again after this. Holy shit. If this is a sign that you shouldn't debate, this is a sign that you shouldn't debate, okay? Like, after this, if you're still debating, you haven't gotten the memo, okay? You literally have not gotten the memo.
You would engage in
Basically-
this if you have these problems. I don't know why
Holy
you would engage
fuck.
in this space. Like it's such a toxic fucking
Yeah,
like
exactly.
on your toes.
Yes. Yeah. Like, people have been the healthiest people who have engaged in this space and became the unhealthiest of people, right? People who has had good life habits before would engage in the space, get on drugs, smoke a bunch of weed, become an alcoholic, and just completely ruin their life, okay? It's not easy being in this space. If you have this many problems, like, fuck, like, it doesn't sound like you should engage in this space. I'm not gonna lie. All right,
Environment.
shit.
Been like 20
3 days later, you went to jail. Okay, we're gonna watch that.
years, and I have like, it's not actual seizures, but it's like they feel like.
Okay. I was just joking about the stage 4 brain cancer. I swear I didn't pre-watch. I swear I didn't pre-watch. I only joked about the stage 4 brain cancer.
Sort of like seizures. It's basically like.
Ask your doctor about Seroquel, man, because I take a drug called Seroquel, and that shit will knock you the fuck out. And I'm not a drug licensed pharmacist, disclaimer, but yeah.
I've tried everything, including Seroquel.
You know the crazy thing about insomnia is that, like, I feel like when it comes to insomnia, fuck. I think I took like I think I took like is it called melatonin? Right? I think I took melatonin like once. Okay? Well, he doesn't have brain cancer, okay? But he's acting as if he has brain cancer by saying that he has insomnia, he can't like he has seizures, right? These are all brain cancer symptoms, right? Aren't they? I believe it's melatonin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure melatonin knocks you out. Like you fall into a fucking coma temporarily. Like you become unconscious. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. All right, it's very hard to wake somebody up after taking melatonin. But like, yeah, damn, I don't know. No, it's called melanin. No, melanin is the black thing.
So Lunesta is what I take.
The thing is, it's funny that like the sleep problem was a big fucking issue when he was trying to answer the question of what he wants the Israeli government to do. But as soon as Mutahar started calling him an asshole, he woke the fuck up and had suddenly found all his words. Like that's so bizarre, man. Yeah.
It only helps like a certain amount, but the point is that I mean, like.
I got you. Here, let's pick it up. Hold on.
Something that I want to say. Okay. As poorly as I was functioning through certain portions of this discussion,
I actually am starting to feel bad for him. I'm not gonna lie. I am actually starting to feel bad for him.
I have days where, like, I can barely string a sentence together.
Okay.
So this is the last thing I'm going to say. The reason why I would not have that conversation with Mutahar, he's like trying to make it sound like I was like some sort of like fucking
strong boys.
About to use the R slur, but I don't like using that word. It literally is. That I do not want to have conversations like this that are important when
I was confused. I was just projecting. I know
that I can't do justice to those conversations.
Bro.
As it stands, I'm sure that there's shit that's going to be clipped out of this that is the reason why I try not to do that stuff. But that's exactly why I was ducking out.
I thought this was supposed to be, the kids of Palestine. I thought this was supposed to be the children of Palestine who are currently getting, genocided, right? Who cares about your sleep issues, okay? Rise up. Rise up and fight for Palestine, okay? Rise up and fight for the children of Palestine, okay? The children of Palestine don't care about your sleep issues, okay? The children of Palestine doesn't care about your seizures, okay? They're currently being genocided, all right? How could you possibly say this, all right, when Palestinians are currently being genocided? Don't you think that you're being a little bit insensitive here? Like, wouldn't you say that you're pro-genocide? Wouldn't you say that you're pro-genocide if you wouldn't even rise up for the people of Palestine? What kind of praxis lefty are you, okay? Rise up for the people of Palestine.
At the time I did, and I would love to have a conversation about him.
Someone oh, hello?
Oh, hello. Hey.
No.
Hey, man.
I think we were just a bit behind, but it seemed like he was saying...
Oh, by the way, okay, I have gotten all three before, okay? A CAT scan, MRI, and X-ray, okay? I basically collected all the infinity stones of radioactivity, okay? I'm on my way to brain cancer in like 10 years, okay? Good luck.
Bye. For a while.
Yeah. We wrapped up, yeah.
Okay.
Did you have some more thoughts, or...?
The CAT scan was also on my brain, okay?
I don't know. I just wanted to jump in on the river to the sea shit, but it's okay. I think we.
I mean, yeah.
Did they ever find out what was wrong? No, it was a CAT scan before I got facial surgery. Yeah, because they want to know the shape of my face, and they want to like get the imaging in detail or some shit. Yeah, apparently it's like normal procedures. I had to pay like $10,000 out of pocket at some point. All right.
So you know a lot about.
Yes, for the CAT scan alone.
I mean, yeah. Talk about that. What are your thoughts?
It's like, when Western activists say it, they're envisioning like a one state where both groups have equal rights, and it's like post-apartheid South Africa, and they get along and they have coffee together and shit like that. But it's like,
oh, sorry, $700. $2,000? I forgot.
No one in the region wants that.
It was $10,000 in total. Okay.
This. No one. It's like, you can look at polls. I can show you polls that will say like less than 10% of Palestinians want this. They'd rather a state where Jews have unequal rights, and Jews would rather a one state where Arabs have equal rights, as opposed to
Unequal.
a democratic one state. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you need to take
obviously it's their
measurements of the
opinions that
skull.
matter, right? Same with river to the sea. So when people say from the river to the sea, like, yeah, you might be meaning a peaceful, like harmonious one state solution, but if you're Israeli and if you're
Well, I mean, you might mean a peaceful, harmonious, one-state solution, but the refusal to change, even though people have voiced their discomfort about the phrase, right? The refusal to change, despite like people who are on your side or other Jewish people who are voicing, the fact that it's a offensive phrase, goes to show that you are not actually caring about the effectiveness of your political movement, right? Because if you care about the effectiveness of your political movement, you would have changed the slogan by now, right? The fact that people aren't resonating with the slogan shows that it's not a good slogan in the first place, regardless of its meaning, right? The slogan has to resonate with people. Some examples of good slogans is Black Lives Matter, right? Excellent slogan, all right? Not inherently indicative of peace. Even if you translate that to a different language, it doesn't like imply violence, right? Another one is love wins, right? For gay rights, right? In terms of gay rights and gay rights protests and stuff, love wins. That one was effective. So like these are all like very, very, very effective slogans, okay? Because it resonates with people. If your slogan doesn't resonate with people because of one reason or another, then you shouldn't be using that slogan. But again, the refusal to change the slogan in the first place goes to show that it's kind of bad faith, right? It's not actually about the effectiveness of the political movement.
you're Jewish, like, and you have connections to Israel, you're going to think about the people in the region who say that. And the people in the region who say that do not mean one state for two people. They mean one state for the Palestinians, and the Jews go into the sea or live as second-class citizens. So it's
what
like,
I hear a lot. Tell me if you agree. But what I hear a lot is the common retort that I hear is something like, "Oh, you just think that these are like barbarian, savage Arabs who are just naturally racist and violent, and therefore, they can't get along." But that's not what it is. It's just a historical context of a struggle that's been going on for over 100 years at this point, and there's like plenty of historical context to be extremely skeptical of the notion that Palestinians and Israelis can share a single state and it will just be, I guess, like a liberal democracy. Like, who's going to be in charge of that state? Like right now, the number one representative for Palestinians is Hamas. Like, are they going to be in charge? Like what does that actually look like in practice? And when you try to dissect that and dive into what it actually looks like, it just completely falls apart. That's why people like Nelson Mandela understood, like, he was not pushing for a one-state solution. Like, he understood that the Israeli state wasn't going anywhere, and the best option would be to, live as neighbors, not actually share a state. But
yeah,
there's
isn't this just a white supremacy of like fearing equality, Hutch? Like whites in South Africa, even though, but unfortunately, like, anti-white racism is not a valid concern so much as anti-Semitism is. Like, these are not equally valid concerns. Like, why would a leftist ever suggest that they are? It's insane. But it's just like, it's just the thing that I don't get about it is like, you might as well be saying that in the last 100 years, Palestine will be the first Arab/Muslim country that treats its Jewish minority well, as equals or safely. Like, they'll be the first ones. It's like, I'm sorry. It's just, Palestinians have more of an excuse to be anti-Semitic than anyone else in the fucking world. They're not going to be the first ones to treat a Jewish minority equally. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know. It's
Right.
just mental. I also found it.
I mean, I just wanted. Yeah, go ahead.
I just found it very, very telling that as soon as he was asked what he wants the Israeli government to actually do right now in terms of the conflict, he just didn't. He got stuck.
Yeah.
It's so funny that after like 20 months of talking about this, and Hassan was the same when Ethan asked them, they don't actually know what they want the Israelis to do. They don't know what they want to happen. It's just so bizarre.
Well, Hassan stated what he wants is he said that Israel should dissolve its own government and, you know, absorb the West Bank and Gaza, and it would just be one state, full right of return.
Yeah,
and
like
then,
on October 8th. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
but I just think it's so telling that like the hesitate, because like Vadim's like, I guess like he had like a sleep issue when he was asked that question, but then when people
Sleep issue. I can't believe. I actually can't believe. I can't believe he referred to the sleep issue. Ugh. I can't. God, that's got to be like the most debate tech of all debate techs, dude. This is a level of professional debating that, and yes, this is technically professional debating, okay? Like these people debate for money, all right? People support, yes. Oh, God. Okay, I got to keep that in mind, okay? When I'm losing a debate, I'm just going to say I have sleep issues.
started insulting him, he suddenly found his words again. So it's like, I just find it, and I'm kind of noticing this more and more, and I've never really thought about it in this way, but I kind of noticed that I've always hated this, are you pro-Palestine or pro-Israel? Because to me, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, pro-Israel, people who generally get labeled as pro-Israel are people who even want a Palestinian state to exist.
Right, because pro-Israel is pro-Palestine, and pro-Palestine is pro-Israel, if you actually know what the facts are, right? But the problem is that the terms pro-Palestine and pro-Israel has turned into something else. Has turned into whatever these people want. They have turned it into like a mutually exclusive kind of thing. But in reality, treating the Palestinians better would be better for Israel because Hamas would be gone, right? And so therefore Israel would be safe. And then treating Israel like it has some degree of autonomy would also help the Palestinians, right? Absolutely. So, you know, it's not a zero-sum game, right? It's not a zero-sum game. And I think when you treat it as a zero-sum game, it's really hard to make any kind of progress.
And if you go to Israel, even supporting a two-state solution, like most Israeli right-wingers, which is, you know, most of the population right now, they think that's like treachery. They think that you might as well be destroying the Jewish state, you know, by making them vulnerable, by giving the West Bank sovereignty, right? So that's like, it's just very telling that, and the same with being pro-Palestinian. Like, what does that mean? Because apparently two states isn't pro-Palestinian. Apparently, like, being anti-Hamas might not even be pro-Palestinian because people say that you have to support all the resistance groups. So that's why I've never really identified with either of those labels. But when people talk about, like, the pro-Palestine movement, the thing I've noticed about them more and more is that it's not really about helping Palestinians. Like, for most of these guys, it's just about attacking Israel. Like, I feel like they're very, very good at shitting on Israel.
And if you want to go one step further, it's all about being anti-American, right? Because in the end, the true horseshoe, okay, the true horseshoe of the extreme right and the extreme left is hating America, is pointing out the flaws of the United States, okay? Because it's all about the rich people in America. It's all about capitalism in America. It's all about imperialism in America. It's all about interventionism in America. It's all about Ronald Reagan. It's all about blah, 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 right? The structure of government in America. You'll find the extreme right and extreme left like uniting around this. So.
And shitting on anyone who they think is even marginally friendly to Israel. But in terms of what they want that would actually help Palestinians that's realistic in the moment, they have nothing, you know? And I think there's like a really, that's why they like the Houthis and what they did. What did the Houthis do for Gaza? Nothing. They did, you know, they bankrupted a port in Eilat. And that's somehow an achievement. It's like, well, hurting Israel doesn't necessarily, you can hurt Israel as much as you want, and Palestinians can reap no benefits at all. You can do what Trump, people celebrating when fucking Trump was, what do you call it? When he was snubbing Netanyahu. It's like, well, yeah, okay, he's annoying Israel, but he could annoy Israel today and then fuck Palestine twice as hard tomorrow. But for some reason, I think people just view it in this like destructive manner that it is just automatically assuming a zero-sum game that doesn't actually exist. Like you can
Pre-watched. Okay, I swear I didn't pre-watch, okay? I swear I didn't pre-watch. He brought up zero-sum game. I said zero-sum game, okay?
shit on Israel all you want, but like that doesn't necessarily translate to helping Palestinians at all.
It's about I think it's about just the constant friction. Like I think some people are just kind of addicted to, or they sort of shape their identity around like a constant state of tension and friction with what they perceive to be like the major power players. So it's like in their minds they're
yeah, like trying to view the Ukrainian Russian war through an American lens as well, like saying that Ukraine is an American like puppet state or something, right? Again, you're taking away autonomy from the people of Ukraine. And yeah, I don't know. It's like you're treating as if like they have no autonomy. They can't make any decisions on their own. It's like, okay, dude.
They have these noble intentions in these virtues.
Or implying that the CIA is everywhere, trying to manipulate different kinds of things. And like, it's almost as if somebody can be not American and still be a really shitty person, right? Like you can still be a shitty person and you don't have to be American. You can like, how many dictators, how many third world dictators exist out there? Countless at this point, right? Countless. There's always one more that you don't know about. So yeah.
Virtuous goals, and
like you really think America has the power to enact every single third world dictator in the world? Really?
They're, standing up to power and they're challenging power. But when the rubber hits the road and you actually ask these people, like, what, and this applies to so many different things. Like I was having an immigration debate a few days ago with someone who was saying some pretty outrageous things.
That reminds me, one of the most based arcs that Hunter Avlon has ever had was defending the CIA. All right. Like he was actively defending the CIA on his stream all the time. For just one of his arcs, all right, which I think was one of the most based things ever, dude. Because nobody ever defends the CIA. Who would dare defend the CIA, right? But yeah, he defended the CIA. It was pretty based.
That sort of like clammed up when you actually ask them, like, okay, let's do your system. Like, what does it actually look like? I think like a lot of these people really struggle to articulate a coherent, practical solution. Okay. And they just settle on.
People in real life have called the Ukraine and Russian war a proxy war for America and Russia. Like, look, like, bro, it's not a proxy war. Russia is directly involved. I mean, then people would just argue that Ukraine is a proxy of America against Russia, right? Like, they'll argue something like that. What happened to Hunter Avlon? I think he crashed out and fell out, right? I think that's what happened with him. I think after his divorce, he just like never stuck together, like in general, like. Because this is the punishment. This is the punishment for anyone who betrays the MAGA cult, right? Because when the MAGA cult was underway, Hunter Avlon started off as like a MAGA celebrity. But then he actually stuck to his principles and made a genuine transition to becoming a liberal, right? And then everybody was calling him a grifter and such, right? When really he took such a massive hit, he basically fucked himself over online entirely. Like he actually unironically fucked himself over, and now he's dead, and now he's just fucked, right? Like fuck. Like now he's barely making a living, I'm sure, off of YouTube and streaming and debating people, right? Like he's barely doing that now. I don't know. Like and he's even like expressing his sadness and depression on Twitter and shit. So boom.
What they think is like the most moral solution. So like eliminating police and prisons and things like that. Like it sounds like the moral thing to do. If you have this.
Do you want to debate Destiny on what? The thing is that I no longer chase clout debates like that unless there's an actual topic. Then I'll clout chase, okay? But like, what would I even debate Destiny on, right? I'm pretty sure we agree on everything. Yeah. It's probably coming from the fact that I watched Destiny for years, but
Ideology that's centered.
He deleted like 10 of his most popular videos in one day, and that fucked him bad in the algorithm. Yeah, I mean, like he wanted to do it in like a very principled manner, right? But the problem is like, yeah, would you ever date Destiny? No, I probably wouldn't. Unless there could be like a monetary payment at the end of it, right? Where I'll be guaranteed some kind of monetary amount by the end of our relationship, then no.
Around just like constantly rejecting like state power or whatever.
Or I get a boost in my online career, or I get like more connections or something like that, then sure. But like otherwise, no.
And it's the same thing with this. Like, you know, like what does it actually
get
look
leaked?
like
No
when
kidding.
you force these two people to live under one country? You know, it doesn't look
Yeah,
right.
like
Doesn't that make you a prostitute? I literally owned an OnlyFans before. So yeah.
it's
it.
like a common rule, right? Like it's all destructive. It's like when you ask about housing, it's like they're very quick to say, you know, get rid of the landlords and take their property, or maybe even kill them. But it's like, okay, what's housing system do you want to
Eat the
replace
landlords, thank you.
it? Yeah, all right. But then it's like, okay, what system do you want to replace it? Then it's like,
Hunter Avalon's wife got shot by her ex in the leg, and she did it like a secret OnlyFans where she got game banged by black dudes. No, that's Hunter Avalon's girlfriend. After the wife. The wife is the one that got game banged by black dudes, okay? It's the wife that got game banged by black dudes. But then, after he broke up with his wife, then he had a girlfriend. And then, I think they're still together. But yeah. Do you have Twitter? Yeah. Not Foodshops. My tag is not Foodshops, okay? So simple as that. I feel he got mine broken. 100% he got mine broken. Yeah. That's what it seems like. Sticking to your principles doesn't help you become a successful YouTuber. No, it can. It can help you become a more successful YouTuber if what you sell to your audience is your principles. Oh, remember, you guys should join my Discord server, okay?